Alrighty. Well, a little heads up. Tomorrow is my wife's birthday, so I won't be around in order to uh, cover this stuff. So I figured I'd do it today. Not telling you where we're going. All I can say is, Sean Nova, I'm coming for you. Oh my god. Anyway, apparently, there is drama afoot, and we're going to talk about it. Mr. Nick Kiken is getting canceled. Not just because he has the K word in his name, but also for being a predator. Oh my God. The things this man has done. What a villain. What an absolute villain. Let's take a look at the first image here. Okay, I'm going to have to read this out to you because it was the best I could do to get this shit on the screen. Nick Kiken. Bree, no amount of words could tell you how sorry I am. I hurt you all. And look, I know what I did post. Oh, fuck, man. I have to resize this. Give me a second. Just so I can read the shit. There we go. I'm sorry how I hurt you all. And look, I know what I did post September 1st wasn't the right thing to do. But that, and I am not talking as Nick Kiken to Bree George. I am saying this as Nick Abramus to Bree George. Bree responds, unless you realize how fucked up things you did, how fucked up things you did us were fucked up. God damn it. Learn to type. Learn to read. Stop using CM Punk stuff. Nick Kiken responds, all right. Well, at least I know, well, all right. Well, at least you know I am serious now. Bree responds, the stuff you planned to steal my logos, the false allegations you tried to spread, which you admitted were a lie, misgendering me behind my back, and the entire time we were friends, though I've been a woman for over 13 years of my life, and not giving me any respect. I seen the proof. Nick responds, in all caps, and that was in the past, all right? You know what? I'm sorry. And Bree says, you can't undo what you did. You pushed me nearly to end my life. What a horrible human being. This man's rampant misgendering of this poor, innocent Bree. Oh my God. She nearly killed herself because of you, Nick. Okay? You monster? You fucking monster? How could you go around stealing her logos and committing false allegations? And then on top of all that, the cherry on top of the shit sundae is you over here misgendering her. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. What a monster. Nick Kiken, you should be strung up by the feet, okay? And beaten with fucking, I don't know, barbed wire bats until you learn your lesson. Oh my God. All right, so we'll just get rid of that. Yep. We'll bring up the next one. Bree. Monica will never forgive you. She told us that herself. Kayla and Scorpio want nothing to do with you due to what you did. I gave you every opportunity. I gave you every chance and helped you in so many ways and forgave you time after time. And I looked out for you for years. You broke me. You honestly made me break down. I cried on camera to Mandy, Kayla, Scorpio, and etc. Whoever etc. is. What you did was honestly heartbreaking. Nick, you have shitter shattered. You have shitter shattered Bree's poor little heart. Oh my God, what a monster. What an absolute terrible human being you are. Okay, over here, just shitter shattering Bree's little heart. And Nick responds, and you killing the heartbreaker was truly right. And I just want no part of that gimmick, not anymore. Because of all of this. I see dark green nowadays. I'm reminded of it. It sickens me. Oh my God. Can't even look at dark green anymore. Don't take him to a forest. He'll be triggered. Absolutely fucking triggered. Get out of here with that dark green. It just reminds me of the bad times. And Bree responds, you don't get it. It's not about the character or call. It's about real people. No, you're actually right, Bree. He doesn't get it. Okay, this motherfucker lives in Call Land, like fucking Walton. Okay? He lives in Call Land. Everything is Call. Call is real life to him. He's too fucking autistic to understand that there is Call and there's real life. Nick says, I get it. I get it enough to know how hurt you felt, how much everyone else felt. But I understand that the words I am saying aren't enough. I know I was a sick, perverted monster, Bree, and I know there's no way that can be forgotten. Oh my God, straight from the horse's mouth. What a pervert. What a fucking little sicko. Okay? Probably rubbing his fucking meat out to Walton's girl voices as we speak. Unbelievable. This guy's a monster. What an absolute terrible human being. Bree responds, it will never be enough. You honestly don't get it. Leave the community and come back a better person or stay out of it. I would recommend the latter. Just fucking leave, okay? Be better for you if you just leave, because obviously you can't fucking control yourself. Obviously you can't stop whatever the fuck it is that you're doing that is pissing everybody off, okay? Whether it's the fucking false allegations or the misgendering or fucking stealing logos and shit. I mean, how much worse could it possibly get? Bree responds, oh no, see. And Nick responds, or forgiven. And I decided to do my best to make option 2 happen. I just stepped where I shouldn't have, and I know no amount of apologies will change that. Oh my God. How dare you join the peanut gallery server? You're fucking banned. You're banned. You're banned from call. Get out. Well, you already fucked up the fucking. You know. You're not coming back, Nick. Okay, if you come back, we'll ban you. Okay, you're done. You're done here. You're not even allowed in the peanut gallery server. Okay, you don't have us. You don't have Bree. You don't have nobody. Nobody likes you. Okay, I think Bree is right on this one. It is about time you fucked off. Okay, just fucked right off. So next up, this one. This is the fucking. This is the fucking. Oh, this is the gold. This is the gold. Bree says, "You targeted me. You targeted Mandy. You targeted Monica. You targeted Kayla, and you even targeted a few other people, IRL people. You raped Monica. You had rape fantasies about Mandy. You had rape fantasies about Kayla, and admitted you wanted to rape others. Can't can't you see can't you see what you wanted to do was fucked up?" And Nick, in his infinite wisdom, responds, yes, I get it. Yes. Yes, Bree, I get it. Okay? Just wanted to rape a little bit. He's a fucking rapist. Okay? Better protect those panties there, Bree. This man is a rapist. Okay? He raped Monica. Just absolutely raped her. Straight into the ass. He just went head first into the rape squad. This man is a rapist. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, that's cyber rape that happens over the internet. Unbelievable. I can't believe this man. You know, it's really disgusting. It really is disgusting that this man would go around raping people. Okay? What a terrible fucking person, right? What a terrible fucking person to go around raping people on the internet. How can he possibly go around raping people on the internet, stealing, straight stealing their logos, okay? Making false allegations that he admitted wasn't true. And then on top of all that, okay, misgendering Brie. Right behind her back. Just came into other chats and was like, him. Guy. That was him. That was it. Brie is a guy, okay? And I would not have sex with him. Oh my God. Now he's raping. Hide your kids, hide your wife. All right, fucking Nick Kiken's on the block. Holy shit. Oh my God. Okay. So we'll get rid of that one. And we'll bring up the next thing. Now, contrary to what I might have said, nobody likes him. Actually, there is somebody out there who's willing to step up and take it straight back to Brie George. And that would be the Ace Mark. He says, Brie, you are not a woman and never will be. You are a dude. And as for your issues with Nick Kiken, nothing you are trying to do holds any weight, and your accusations are ridiculous because they're not true, and you're not going to get what you want. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The White Knight Squad has come directly to Nick's fucking... He says, you're not a woman, Brie. Okay? You're not getting what you want. Okay, Brie? The Ace Mark Bandit has spoken. I don't know if you guys realize that, okay? Serious business here. Serious fucking business. Okay? You're not going to get what you want. If that's what you're thinking, if you're thinking you're going to get what you want, you're wrong. Okay? Because Nick Kiken may be a spineless little fucking coward who bows and blows at every fucking time that somebody comes at him with a little bit of confrontation. You can literally just fucking yell at this guy, and he will immediately fold like a fucking $2 suitcase in a windstorm. All right? No backbone whatsoever. He is a coward of the highest degree and a simp of the highest caliber. But you're not going to get what you want, Brie. Okay? You're just not going to get what you... He's got 2.6K views on this. I don't think you understand. 2.6K. All right? Look at that. Look at all those retweets. Look at all those fucking retweets. 14 and 1 like. All right, you're done. You're done. You're done, Brie. Okay, you're finished. You're not getting what you want. But of course, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about our favorite autistic former tranny spurg himself, Virgil Snow, who in his infinite wisdom of attention-seeking clout whorishness decided that he was going to open his fucking yap and put in his 2 cents. Now, that being said, don't exactly disagree with Virgil. He's got a point. He's got a point. But I think it's kind of rich coming from Virgil. The golden rule still applies. You need to treat people the way you want to be treated. Fair enough. And you're seeing it less and less these days because people have an automatic tendency to assume that if someone is disagreeing with someone, they are the enemy and they're, by the way, wrong there, inherently bad and they should be fought. But you can disagree with someone and still respect them. You can even hate someone. You can hate and abhor their actions. They are doing terrible things and they need to be hated. But you still need to treat them with respect. And that's very hard. Very hard, but the golden rule still applies. Hope this helps spread love, not hate. Oh my god. Oh my god. All that love you were spreading when you made those fucking TikToks. What a bunch of love that was. Oh my god, a whole pile of bull love. Coming straight from the man is show me some love. Okay, I need love and respect. You need to treat me with respect, even though I sucked a pedophile's dick. Okay, even though I dress like a woman and sucked a pedophile's dick, you need to treat me with some respect now, buddy. Now you need to give me some respect. I'm the creator of Sonichu, the electric hedgehog Pokemon. I'm the creator of Virgil Snow. Okay, Virgil Snow. Oh my god. Thank you, Virgil. Thank you for spreading the fucking message. Thank you for being such a wonderful fucking loving human being. Okay? Thank you for trying to bring some positivity to the fucking community while you put a dress on and suck the pedophile's dick. Anyway. But that wasn't the end. That wasn't the end. Because, you know, Virgil can't just spread love and happiness. Okay? There's a dark, seething, empty rage that fills within him. And he was going to lay it down. He's going to lay down the law. All right? So let's take a look at this one. Bruh, stop digging. Do yourself a favor and just leave the subject alone. Trans rights are human rights. Plain and simple. They are human beings with hearts and emotions. Devaluing their lives and choices is wrong. You've angered more than half the community. Just leave it alone. And you should listen to this man, because he knows what it's like to anger half the community while he was putting on a dress and sucking a pedophile's dick. This man knows all about angering half the community. Oh my God. You're devaluing their lives. Their lives. They're not, you know what? They're devaluing their lives. Okay? And they want me to be comfortable with who they are. They're not even comfortable with who they are. That's why they're trans. Retard. But of course, I would expect nothing else. Nothing less from the former tranny who now is trying to be an alpha Chad. Okay? He went from being Dylan Mulvaney to Wes Watson all of a sudden, even though I know he's a fat retard that works out at a fat girls club called Planet Fitness. But I guess preach, brother, preach. Trans rights are human rights. They're human beings. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, technically, yeah. I don't know. I don't know who's I really don't know. I don't know what this is in response to. This is the only tweet of this I have. I don't know what this was. He was responding to Nick Kiken's White Knight, or if he was fucking talking to Nick Kiken. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that Nick Kiken is a spineless little fucking maggot, and he, he's done. He's done. Okay. When even your love interest Bree George has turned on you, you're finished. Okay? And I already told you, Nick. Bree's never gonna fuck you. Okay? Bree has more dignity than to fuck you. Alright? That's just the facts. You're gonna have to live with that. Okay? Sorry, bruh. Sorry, bruh. It don't work out sometimes. Okay? Sometimes you need to learn to stop being a retard. That's all I can say. Just go back to playing your fucking hockey games. Shut the fuck up and stay out of the call community. Obviously, you can't handle yourself. You're in there. I mean, you're on Discord fucking jerking off to Walton's girl voice, stealing people's logos, misgendering them behind their back, raping Monica. I mean, fuck, man. How long? How long is this kind of behavior going to go on? How long are we going to tolerate this kind of thing? Huh? That's all I want to know. How long? How long should I tolerate this fucking this guy? Should I do a deep dive? Someone tell me. Should I do a deep dive into Nick Kiken? Maybe we should find out information about Nick Kiken's online past and do a little expose on Mr. Kiken. Ooh, wouldn't that be fun? Let's dig up, see what kind of degeneracy this guy's up to. See what kind of footprints he's left on the internet. Unbelievable. I just don't know. I just don't fucking know. But thanks for giving us his real name. I mean, that'll make it much easier to fucking look up his shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Guess what I found? Oh, boy. He's a Cyclones fan. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's not him. Says he went to college. That can't be right. Oh, boy. Well, it won't take us long. You know, we'll we'll do some intel. Come back with a whole bunch of fucking great information. Maybe make a video of it. Maybe a stream. You guys let me know what you want. Would you like a deep dive into Nick Kiken? I mean, anybody who's got like screenshots or testimonials, feel free to come forward. We'll bust this thing wide open. We will dig deep, find it all. We'll find it all, buddy. You ain't safe. Okay, you coward. Okay, you fucking rat. It's no wonder he left our server. He left our server because Virgil Snow made TikToks, and now Virgil Snow is telling him to go fuck himself. Ah, oh, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it fucking beautiful? I told you, you fucking retard. You don't have any friends in this community. Nobody does. Nobody's got it. Like, the only people that I can consider friends in this community is the people in our fucking server. The Peanut Gallery has never had a we've never had a time when we backstabbed each other, when we fucking released shit, personal information about each other. When like the times that we might go at each other on social media is just a joke. Like we rip on each other all the time. But that's how we keep it. That's the difference though, isn't it? That's really the fucking difference. The Peanut Gallery doesn't cry and bitch. We don't complain. We don't fucking take shit serious. Everybody in the server is a fucking man. Okay? Not some fucking degenerate tranny or snowflake, or fucking pussy. And that's not to say we don't have diversity. Okay? We got immigrants. Okay. Oh, they're all immigrants to me. You know what I mean? They're all foreigners to me, because I'm an American and I'm America-centric, so fuck you. But we got people from around the world in our server. We don't care. It's whatever. Everything is a joke. All the shit I talk about Australia, all the shit I talk about Germany, all the shit I talk about Canada, and they throw it right back at me. And it's fine. That's fine. Because I don't have thin skin. We don't have thin skin. We don't cry and bitch and complain. And fucking, oh my god, my feelings are so hurt. If your feelings are fucking hurt, alright, if they're really fucking hurt, we'll settle things. But like, if you sit there and oh, that's offended me, bro, you gotta have to get on. You gotta have to grow thicker skin. Alright, don't be a pussy. Misgendering me over here. Okay? My pronouns are Your Highness. Your Highness. I expect to be addressed as Your Highness. But no one respects my pronouns. No one respects my pronouns. Not in the Peanut Gallery server. Okay, not those fucking bigots. Bunch of fucking racist homophobes. Terrible. All of them are horrible human beings. Okay? And I'm saying that because none of them can come in to stop me. You can't stop me, Omega. Okay? I'm going to talk shit about you, and you're going to just have to lay there and take it in your bed, sleeping, because it's like 3 in the fucking morning in Australia. Okay? Suck it, Aussie. Suck it. Okay? I'm pushing this shit to an hour. I don't care if I have to sit here and ramble for the next 30 fucking minutes, talk shit about you and your country. Goddamn fucking hell on earth. Fucking unbelievable. I can't, I've never seen such, it's like God. It's like God fucking dropped off all of his mistakes. He was making elephants and he was making fucking giraffes and it's somewhere along the way, like the clay melted wrong and or he put the wrong, he had like leftover pieces. So he just like, I got like a beaver and a duck and, Burt Reynolds and a fucking, look at that, a platypus. I call it the land of God's mistakes. Okay? It's literally hell on earth. They got fucking fire tornadoes. Everything is poisonous. Even the fucking birds will attack you. How can you live in a land like that? Holy shit. And then there's Octo. Unbelievable. The man teaches kindergarten. Kindergarten. How stereotypical is that? Why don't you teach some real kids? Okay? These little human beings are not, like, developed enough to count. Okay? And I mean that literally. They don't know how to count. You need to put on your fucking... You need to put on your Dracula costume and come in and teach them how to count. Let's count the number of times we pray every day. 1, 2 prayers, 3 prayers, 4 prayers, 5 prayers. Oh my God. Just a fucking terrible human being. You're disgusting, Octo. Okay, you really are. Fucking disgusting. Man has a fucking job, a career, a girl. When are you going to dedicate your life to call? Okay? When are you going to go homeless because of call? Because until you go homeless, you're not dedicated enough. Okay, you're just a fucking poser. Just a wannabe. Okay? You don't live that call life. Going homeless and shit. Walton really lives that shit. What do you do? And then there's Crassus. Holy shit, there's Crassus. I know he's at work right now. Working. At his job. Not begging for money on the internet. Okay, not getting fired from his job by those metaphorical murderers at the hospital. I don't even know what to say about you, Crassus. Okay, I just don't know what to fucking say anymore. Okay? You just keep, going up in the world. You just keep winning. And you shouldn't be. Okay? Okay, you're supposed to be like a fat loser? Okay, you're supposed to be a fat loser living in his mom's basement. But you're not. Why aren't you filling the role that the people in call want you to fill, okay? If you're not a fat loser in your grandma's basement, then that's going to make them feel like they're different, okay? Okay, you're being different than the rest of call, not being a fat loser living in your grandma's basement. And speaking of fat losers, okay? Fucking Kingdom. Fucking Kingdom. Unbelievable. I can't believe this. Sleeping. Again, just like the other Aussie. Sleeping. Just because it's like 3 in the fucking morning or something. Holy shit, man. Sleep when you're dead. Okay? Sleep when you're fucking dead. Get a life. Get up. Get out of bed. How are you ever supposed to be a winner if you keep sleeping all fucking night? I can't even believe this guy. Why would you continue to fucking sleep? You're disgusting, Kingdom. You could have been here. You could have been defending yourself, but you're not. Okay? You're a piece of shit, and well, I hope you cry about it. I mean, I could talk shit about Yuri, but I mean, why? Why? Okay? He lives in England. He lives in the UK or Wales or wherever the fuck it is he lives. You know, that's bad enough. It's bad enough, okay? Bad enough that he has to live in a third world Islamic country. You know, I don't want to like pile on to his misery and woes. Okay, he lives in the UK. What are you gonna do? Oh my god. Okay, so let me find something worth watching. I figure maybe we can find something worth watching. Oh, give me 1 second. I gotta open up. I'm sure I can find something good. Oh, I'm sure. Oh my god. What do we have? What do we have? Uh, let's see. Uh, I'm trying to think. I know I've seen some stuff out there that's pretty good. Just got to remember exactly what it was. It was where was it? Where was it? Ah, come on. Come on. Don't leave me hanging here. Don't leave me hanging. I'm going to get there. Just give me a second. Still just trying to fucking uh I'm looking. I'm looking. Just give me a second. You know, when I need this, it never pops up. It's always in my fucking recommendations, but when I need to find one, it doesn't pop up. You know what? I'll tell you what. Let's take a look at another one of those classic, beautiful, unbelievable parole hearings. Oh, that one will work beautifully.
Yes, absolutely. Fora gives you the flexibility to
Oh
work
my
from
god,
anywhere you
fuck your
want, at your
ads.
own pace, on your own terms. So if you have a full-time job,
Fuck your ads.
Long history.
Shut up. Okay. Now, gotta set it up on OBS. There we go. Got it. Okay. So, the title is Old Time Gangster Keeps It Real with Parole Board. This is from Mandu Channel 2. Go over and give him a fucking sub.
Not gonna grant it to me. I got 5 months to go. As simple as that.
Well, Mr. Edwards, you make it very difficult to even consider you for parole. For a lot
I'm
of
just
reasons.
being, I'm just being straight up. If you gonna grant it to me, grant it to me. If not, I'll go back and I'll finish my time.
That's it, bitch. Okay? You think I give a fuck? I've been here this long. I got 5 months left. Okay, you gonna give me parole? Either give me parole or fuck off.
Yeah, I kind of respect that approach. We're so accustomed to those trying to manipulate the parole board, and he's just laying down the facts. I mean, he's OG, he's been through it, and he's just laying down, he's putting his cards on the table and saying, are you going to grant me or will you not grant me?
It kind of reminds me of that scene from Shawshank Redemption. It's like Morgan Freeman's character, Red. He's like goes in front of the parole board and he keeps getting denied. And like the last time he goes in front of the parole board, he's just like, you know what? I've been here for this long. I don't really give a shit anymore. And then they give him parole. That was just like the best part of it.
And look, from the records that Sir Richard was able to find, he does not have a dirty jacket. We only see one other offense in the past 10 years, which is threatening second degree, and then this current offense, which is, well, it's not good. It's driving while intoxicated, having a weapon by a convicted felon, and driving without insurance, although he claims to have just bought the car. But, I mean, neither here nor there. Now, Connecticut only shows records going back a decade, so it wouldn't surprise me if he has a long history.
This man is a real gangster. He don't give a fuck. I'm driving drunk with that fucking gun in the car. All right? Try and stop me. I don't give a fuck.
But he's not into kitties, and he doesn't have any essays in his jacket. So, you know, we're so accustomed to them releasing the worst of the worst, constantly making excuses to release those who are the most dangerous. And, you know, anyways, let's see if they make an exception for him or if he just has to do his time. Let me know at the end how you feel about his approach. With that,
pay attention, Nick. This is what you're going to have to go through after you get arrested for all that rape you did on Monica.
Ray Edwards, 65621.
Thank you. This hearing is being conducted for a parole application for Kenneth Edwards, 065621. He is serving a sentence of 6 years execution suspended 30 months for 3 years of probation for criminal possession of a pistol, illegal operation of a motor vehicle under the influence. As the state record reflects, a parole eligibility date of March 25th, 2024. There is no victim input in this case. There is an offender accountability plan for the offender. It has been reviewed and shown the offender to follow programs. Voices, utilizing the statewide collaborative offender risk evaluation scores, the offender's overall score for recidivism falls in a very high range. This is your opportunity to express to the board why you should be granted parole. Please begin.
I didn't understand you.
Tell us why you think you deserve parole.
Hey, if you're gonna give it to me, give it to me. If not, I could go back. I'm not here to debate with y'all or nothing. If you're gonna grant me parole, grant it to me. If you're not gonna grant it to me, I got 5 months to go. As simple as that.
You gotta, okay, so he's got 5 months to go. You gotta offer him parole now. Like, I don't know how much he got initially, but, like, I mean, he's done whatever, he's done however much time he's done. You think 5 months is gonna make a fucking difference? I'll just hang out for 5 more fucking months, and then I'm completely done, and I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm violating my parole, because there won't be any parole. It'd just be released, you know, back to full fucking citizenship.
Well, Mr. Edwards, you make it very difficult to even consider you for parole.
I'm just being straight up. If you're gonna grant it to me, grant it to me.
You know,
If not, I'll go back and I'll finish my time.
Okay. Well, why did you not want to cooperate with the parole officer?
I'm cooperating, but I got caught with a gun. I'm guilty of that. Okay, I'm serving my time for that. I never said I didn't have it. I never said I didn't do it. If you're gonna grant me parole, grant me parole. The reason I carry the gun, you wanna know? Because I've been shot up 4 times. The reason I carry it is for my protection. That's why I carried it. I wasn't out there in the street looking for trouble or bothering nobody. I had it for my protection.
Well, you were driving a car intoxicated
And I
with
just
a
had bought
firearm.
I just had bought the car. I just had bought the car. I didn't get a chance to register. I lost the car because I got caught with a gun in it. That was a loss to me. I don't cry about nothing. If I did something, I earn up to it.
Well, you do own up to it. I do appreciate that. And I did notice that you took responsibility. My response, my statement was, you were carrying a firearm, driving a car intoxicated.
Yeah, sipping on gin and juice.
I was on my way home.
You were
The
driving
car
a
was on
car.
register. I just had bought the car.
All
I
right.
just had bought the car. I didn't get a chance to register anything. I
Okay.
lost the car.
Did you have the paperwork to support your having just purchased the car?
Yes.
Did you
No,
show
it
it to
was
the
at my
officer?
house. It was at my
Okay, well
house.
then you can't drive a car without the paperwork inside, because
I
anytime you
realize that.
purchase a car, okay.
I
Well,
realized that.
Yeah,
I
and Mr.
realized
Edwards,
that.
you are prohibited from having a firearm. I understand you wanted it for your protection, and you were driving the car while drinking. After you had been drinking.
I'm not denying it yet.
Okay.
And I
So-
got a call. I got a call. And I'm
So
in
we-
here. And I'm
Yes.
paying for it. I'm not asking
Yeah.
nobody to do me no favor, do nothing for me. I am willing to do whatever I'm supposed to do. If I have to do all my time, I do all my time. If y'all don't want to grant me parole, don't grant it to me. I'm not gonna cry about it.
Word. That's some real G shit right there. I can respect it, man.
Hey, Mr.
I'm gonna
Edwards,
do what I
Mr.
gotta do.
Edwards, Mr. Edwards,
Yes.
discretionary parole is something that's earned. And the way this happens, right, is we come into a hearing and we ask questions to see if any kind of change has happened in you, that you might go back out into the community and not commit the same offenses. That's why we're here. It's not like we're gonna see what we give you for Christmas. We just want to ask some questions. And that's what the parole officer was also getting at, to see if you're a risk in the community. That's what it was about. So it's not either give it to me or
I don't
don't.
consider myself a risk in the community. I'm gonna go back out. Either way, I'm gonna go back out and I'm gonna be the same person I was. I'm gonna live my life the way I was living it. I wasn't out there causing hectic, commotion or anything against nobody. The only person I hurt was me by driving a car with unregistered car and carrying a gun. That ain't hurt no one but me.
Well, you can't, are you telling us that you're gonna go back?
You don't understand, okay? I wouldn't hurt nobody. Just driving around drunk with a fucking gun in the car, okay? What could possibly have gone wrong?
Out in the community and just carry another firearm for
Yeah, I
protection?
didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said I'm
Well, that's
going
what I'm
back out and
asking
live
you.
my life accordingly. I'm 67 years old. What
Yes,
I
you
look
are.
like going back out in the street again, carrying another gun. I'm retired now. I'm going back out.
I retired from the game, lady, okay? I'm not repping the set anymore, okay? You don't understand. I'm retired. I quit the game.
And live my life accordingly and enjoy the rest of my life. That's what I'm planning on doing.
Do you think you need help for your alcohol use?
No,
No?
no.
Right, I have no other questions, Mr. Chair.
We're gonna bury
No
anything.
question, nope.
No.
Go ahead.
Mr. Edwards makes it very difficult.
Yes.
I didn't pause the video, by the way. He's just sitting there motionless, listening to these people talk.
To consider him for discretionary parole. You know, the alcohol use is an issue, and he doesn't seem to understand that drinking and driving is a crime in itself. Whether or not the car was registered or belonged to him or bought, and carrying a firearm is a crime, and he doesn't seem to have an
And I'm
understanding
paid
of
for it. And I'm paid for it.
he scores very high for risk to recidivate at the age of 67. So I do not have him voted to discretionary parole today.
Okay,
He hasn't
let
given
me
us any.
go. Okay, let me go. I'll go do my last 5 months.
Hang on. What criminal history,
It's criminal history,
inadequate evidence, offender change?
and he doesn't have a relapse prevention plan, like he's
And
very.
then institutional program participation.
Okay. So regarding Kenneth Edwards, 065621, move to deny parole based upon criminal history, inadequate evidence of offender change, and inadequate institutional program participation. Is there a second?
Second.
Those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. Mr. Edwards, we weren't able to give you.
Thank you. Y'all have a nice day.
All right. We hope you have a good New Year.
Okay, bye. Bye.
05621.
This man did not give a fuck. He's like, I got 5 months left. Fuck off, bitch. don't care about your fucking parole. You either let me out or you're not. That's it. You know, as soon as he gets out of this place in 5 months, right back to drinking, driving, and carrying guns. All right, you ain't gonna stop this man. He's 67 years old. He gives he gives zero fucks at this point, bro. He is on the back end of his life. Death is around every corner. It's around every fucking night. You know, he don't know when he might not wake up again. He don't give a fuck. He's gonna live every day to its fullest, and I can respect that. I don't agree with his decisions. I don't think he should drive around drunk with a fucking gun in the car, but I respect the attitude.
I told you what I was going to do. No. If y'all go crazy, you're not the one to sit here wasting time.
Tell you, I kind of respect his approach. We're so accustomed to seeing every type of parole hearing, the whining and the faking and the this and the that. But this man, he's been through so much in his life, and he just didn't want to do the dance, and he wanted.
Oh, this poor guy. This poor guy he's got to come in right after fucking Grouchy McGrouch walked the fuck out. You know, OG gangster. Basically told the parole board, go fuck yourself.
Time. Now, he could have been more respectful. He could have been nicer, but he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to mess with it, and who knows exactly why. I'm not going to say that, hey man, this is a good approach. I would have liked to have seen him get paroled and having spent New Year. This was New Year's Eve. He could have, but at least he's not BSing. And we're so sick and tired of just seeing so much straight up BSing that this kind of straightforwardness was refreshing for me.
I cannot agree more. Like, I've watched a few of these that this guy's put up, and he's, you know, a lot of them are really like snake behavior. Oh, I've totally turned my life around. I found Jesus, and now I sit there and I read my devotionals every morning, and find out the guy fucking got drunk and beat his wife. Unbelievable. So yeah, you know, but I appreciate the OG keeping it real. I'm gonna find one more video because I wanted to introduce everybody to the main event. Okay, this Nick Kiken shit was just the fucking preview, to be honest. It was just the startup, the warm up, and then I figure I'd slide you into the parole board stuff. But now comes the main event. Oh, if I can, I'm just gonna find a good video to show. Yes. Beautiful. That will do nicely. Okay. That'll do nicely. But in the meantime, I'm going to go take a little smoke break. Put on some music. And we'll be back in a few minutes with the main event. I'm going to introduce you all to a character that, you know, just hits you right in the feels. So, we'll be back. Give me a few. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event. Today's main event, I want to introduce you all to someone who truly deserves everything that's coming to him. This fuckwit named Jeremy DeWitt runs a funeral escort service, right? However, continually steps over the line in portraying himself as a legitimate police officer. However, I think you're going to find out some things that you probably need to know. Now, this is I want to shout out the YouTube channel, of course. It's called Interesting Stuff from Around the World. They make really good fucking documentaries. I really enjoy their stuff. So give them a fucking sub. Go check out their YouTube channel. And let's take a look at this video that they made about this fuckwit, Jeremy DeWitt.
Hi! How are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
You must have missed that it's 45 through there, and then you use the turning lane to cut through traffic. Yep. I understand you're in a nice car and everything, but let's be a little more mature the way you drive. Let's drive the right way then.
Are you a cop?
Don't worry about what I am, because I'm a state agent, so what you need to do is make sure you're doing the right thing, boy.
That guy told him to fuck off. You a cop? Fuck off.
Nah, he ain't about that life. He's with that bullshit, but he ain't about that life.
Boy,
yeah.
that's real nice.
Yeah, I know.
Real professional.
The way you almost hit me, boy, is the way it's professional.
You're not a cop.
You want to fight?
Violating the rule too.
How's that?
You're act like you're stopping me.
I didn't pull you over. Did I make a traffic on you, boy? Yeah. You're lucky I don't get out and beat. Come on, let's go. Get out your car. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Boy, get out. I'm calling you out.
Come on, follow me, bud.
That's what I thought.
Let's go.
Yeah, get out anytime. I got off my bike.
Let's go.
Okay.
Follow me, mother.
Anywhere you want to go, right there. We go straight.
I'm running.
Lights green. Go ahead.
Then he didn't even follow him. What a fucking pussy.
Hello everyone, how you doing? You alright? Today we'll be investigating a very bizarre story and meeting a man unlike any other that I've come across. A prolific police impersonator, compulsive liar, internet legend and all-round not great guy. So let's start our story at the beginning. Jeremy Charles DeWitt was born on the 10th of February 1980 in Florida. From a young age he always knew that he wanted to be in a position of authority, be it a policeman, fireman or in the army. In the 1990s he joined something called the Police Explorer program, which is an American vocational education program that allows young people to explore a career in law enforcement and can be used as a way to get your foot in the door, opening up a career in uniform. In 1998, when he was 18 years old, he tried to pay for petrol with a card, but sadly the card declined due to him not activating it. Jeremy, being in the Police Explorers, he had some gear on his car that made it look like he was a policeman, plus he had an explorer's badge. So he pretended to be a police officer and promised to come back the next day and pay the bill. The next day came and went, so the petrol station workers called the police and Jeremy was arrested. His car was impounded and found to have a gun inside. He was then charged with impersonating a police officer and banned from using mobile petrol stations for a few years. Plus he was kicked out of the Police Explorers. The petrol that he stole cost $13.40.
$13.40. You fucked your entire future. Your entire fucking dream career over $13.40. Let this be a prelude to how retarded this motherfucker is.
In one foul swoop, Jeremy had destroyed any chance that he had of becoming a police officer, as now he had a felony on his record. His dreams being shattered due to his poor choices would become somewhat of a recurring theme in Jeremy's life, which will become clear as the story goes on. His path was now set and he was more than happy to walk it, strolling into oblivion dressed in blue. In 2003, he was sent to the state jail for nearly 2 years for impersonating a police officer. When he was released, he paid his roommate to use his birth certificate so that he could get a fake ID under the name Brett Solomon, which he was caught for and arrested again for lying on an official document. In 2005, he was living with a family that he was friendly with. This family had a 15-year-old girl living with them, so Jeremy decided to seduce this young girl and sleep with her.
Oh my god, it gets worse. It just gets worse. Okay? Bad enough he's impersonating police officers and creating fucking fake IDs. Now he's a pedophile too.
Once the family found out about this, they called the police and he was arrested and charged with battery on a child between 12 and 15. He was convicted of this crime and sentenced to 5 years in prison and ordered to sign on to a sex offenders register for the rest of his life. Bear in mind that this is just the first chapter where I basically look at the background of the person to see what led to the more outrageous stuff that we're going to look at later.
I mean, if you don't hate him already, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like this guy's disgusting, okay? First of all, all right, your fucking power fantasies about being a cop went down the drain over $13.40 fucking cents. Then you create fake IDs and you impersonate police officers again because you didn't learn your fucking lesson the first time. Okay? Now you're sleeping with 15-year-old girls and getting registered on sex offender registries. God damn it, Jeremy. Well, when are you just going to fucking hero yourself already?
In 2009, he was sentenced to 4 years in jail for breaching his parole stipulations, but was released early in 2011. It was around this time that Florida decided to stop using its police force to escort funerals, due to many of their officers getting into crashes and as a way for them to save money. This opened up funeral escorts to private companies, something that would change Jeremy DeWitt's life forever. Upon his release from jail, Jeremy saw the perfect opportunity to monetize his passion for pretending to be a policeman, and he opened up a funeral escort service called Metro State. He would pull together all of the money that he could and brought a few old police motorbikes in an auction. He then fitted them out with a new paint job and flashing lights, got himself a cool little uniform, and he was ready to step into his destiny. Jeremy DeWitt, Funeral Patrol.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Corny. Fucking corny. This man wants to be a police officer so bad. But you can't. You can't. Because you're a fucking 3-time felon, you fucking retard. Because you couldn't pay $13.40 fucking, you couldn't borrow a 20 from somebody to pay the fucking gas. You couldn't come back and just give them a 20. You fucked your entire, and then there's sleeping with a 15-year-old girl. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Okay? How down bad do you think you're going to be? How down bad do you think this guy's going to be by the end of this?
Jeremy wasn't alone on this journey. This was somewhat of a family affair, and he opened up his business with his brother, who had been previously arrested in a police sting that was akin to the TV show To Catch a Predator.
So it runs in the fucking family, okay? A couple of pedos. A couple of fucking guys who want to fuck underage girls. Unbelievable. And this is supposed to be your fucking funeral escort? I wouldn't let these the only thing I'm going to let them escort is escort them straight to the fucking electric chair. Okay? Jesus Christ.
The police pretended to be an underage decoy and arrested his brother when he turned up to do the dirty deed. Must run in the family, I guess. As far as I know, we don't have these kinds of funeral escorts in England, so I found this part a little confusing at first. But what they are is an escort for a funeral procession that clears the traffic out of the way and stop traffic crossings so that the funeral procession never has to stop. Just in case you're not from America, that's what they are. So at the start, Jeremy and his brother were pretty low key when they did the
They don't have funeral escort. They don't have funerals in England, okay? They don't even know what a funeral is anymore, okay? It's been so long. Everybody just gets thrown into the fucking giant grinder and made into fucking Soylent Green, okay? They've already reached the point of 1984, and you just get vaporized at this point.
These funeral escorts, with the first few years being uneventful, but as time went by the business started to grow bigger and bigger, and so did their confidence. They would start to adopt the persona of real police officers and break the law frequently by driving at 100 miles per hour on the wrong side of the road with sirens blazing, forcing traffic to pull over as they thought that a police emergency was occurring. Sadly, this wasn't the most well-oiled machine, and a lot of the time the funeral procession would get lost by taking wrong turns. Plus they always seem to be very chaotic with lots of screaming and shouting, which doesn't seem great for a funeral. Mr. DeWitt seems to really relish in the power of authority.
Hey! Stop your vehicle! Get over! I'm out of gas! All the way over!
What? I'm out of gas. Oh my god, that's great.
Vehicle! Get over! I'm out of gas!
Oh, it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. What a fucking prick.
All the way over! Stay there! Get out of the way now! Get the out of the way! Drive! Drive! Go! Hey! Get over now! All the way! Stay there! What in the are you doing?
On the whole, things were looking good for Jeremy DeWitt. He had his dream job, was working with his brother, he was married to an Egyptian woman who worked in a hospital, and
Damn, she's kind of hot too. I ain't gonna lie. You know, she looks kind of hot. And this guy's a fucking registered sex offender, gentlemen. Okay, the passport bro shit is real. Sorry. You incels out there, you have no fucking excuse. None whatsoever. Okay, this guy's a registered sex offender, and he managed to snag a woman. What is your excuse? I want to hear you put your excuse in the comments. Go ahead, buddy.
he got to boss people around every day. What more could a man want? Well, Jeremy is a man that wanted more. More power over members of the public, it would seem. He longed to assert himself over others in increasingly more aggressive ways.
Get out of my funeral now! Get out of my funeral now! Get out of my funeral now!
We didn't know which way to go.
Get out of the f***ing way now! Move your bike to the side, now! And stay there till we're clear, or I'm gonna take you down myself! Stop your vehicle! I'm not gonna tell you again! Sir! I'm not gonna f***ing tell you again! Stay right f***ing there! Stay right f***ing there! Who the f*** do you think you are?
I don't know what the f***'s going on.
How do you f***ing not know with all the sirens and lights, you lying mother...
What'd you call me?
You heard me! Hey! Hey! Pull over! Pull over! Hey! Pull your f***ing car over! Pull over!
I'm literally trying to fucking... Look at this guy. Look at this fucking nutcase. Holy shit. Look at him. What is this guy's problem?
Get out of the way! Move your... Get your f***ing car out of the way now!
I don't know what you...
I don't give a f*** what you don't understand! Pull forward now! Pull forward now! Stop there! What the f*** is your problem?
I didn't know what's the problem back there.
That guy's fucking confused. You don't even know what is going on. What are you hollering about? What is this fucking retard doing?
Jeremy would start to get lost in the role of funeral police officer, the lines blurring in his mind as to what he could and couldn't do. He began to pull people over for traffic violations, but had no real power, so would just mostly shout warnings at them, with varying degrees of success. Some people not questioning the man in uniform, while others saw through the facade and called him out for not being a real police officer.
And recently... I don't know how recent this is, but like, he got into an argument with an off-duty police officer doing this shit. You know, and of course, the fucking cop arrested him. Because Jeremy's a fucking retard and he don't learn his lesson.
Get the f*** over! What are you doing? What the f does it look like I'm doing, dumb? Get the f over before you find out.
Stop pretending you're a police officer.
Listen, I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. What you need to do is figure it the f out before you start talking shit and cutting us off.
I'm not cutting anyone.
Go ahead and pull your little phone out.
I'm not
do your little Google search and figure out what we're doing and what we legally allow. Good. Then back off and give us room.
I'm not interfering with you at all.
You are by running along.
You've been blocking traffic.
Yeah, I need you to stay to the side, sir.
Dude,
that's what the legal law is. Go back and look it up. 316. Good. Call them.
Now.
Please, 911 right now.
I'm not calling 911.
Go ahead. Call them 911 right now.
I'm not going to call 911.
Tell them it's on video.
By the way, I want to remind everybody that this is in Florida, where they have a stand your ground law. So legally, if Jeremy stepped over the line, if he put his hands on this guy, the guy could legally pull a gun and blow his fucking brains out. And he'd walk. Because Jeremy is a fucking retard who seems to not get it. And I guess luckily he's in prison now, because otherwise somebody was going to draw up on him. At some point, someone was going to draw up on him. That's all I'm saying.
Video too. Let him know all this. It's on video. We also have your tag number. So please let me know.
Escort you to your
Watch this guy. Sit tight. What's wrong, sir? What's wrong? I'm sorry?
You guys law enforcement?
Are you okay?
I'm afraid, are you law enforcement?
I'm asking you a question. Are you okay?
If you're not law enforcement, I'm not stopping for you.
Listen, if you keep going, we'll figure it out real fast.
Let's figure it out real fast.
Florida Statute 316, 1974 says we have the right of way with emergency vehicles. You need to sit tight, sir.
No, I don't.
You need to sit tight.
Answer my question.
I'm videotaping everything right now. I'll get your tag number if you continue the way you are.
I mean, also fucking brilliant, body cam so that you have it on evidence of you breaking the fucking law. I mean, why don't you just make the fucking DA's job that much easier, Jeremy, you fucking retard?
I have to take care of the situation. I need you to sit tight.
Would you let me speak? If you're law enforcement, identify yourself to me. What agency?
We're with Metro State. We're a state-certified agency. You sit right there, please, sir. Thank you.
Can you write me a citation? Excuse me.
Come on, man. Get out of the f***ing way. I got to deal with this f***ing idiot. Move. Sit tight, sir. Please don't continue. Hey, boy. Hey, piece of boy. Mother boy.
So Jeremy is a bit of a playboy.
Well, yeah, that's another thing. Because Jeremy is a convicted felon, he is not allowed to carry a firearm. Okay? He is not permitted to carry a firearm. So what he carries is a little fucking pepper ball. A little pepper ball gun. Now, maybe it looks like a gun while it's in the holster, but it's a pepper ball gun. Because he's not legally allowed to carry a firearm.
I'm sure when you first laid eyes on this fine specimen of manhood, you couldn't help but notice the amorous appeal dripping from every pore of this rugged hunk of a man. Jeremy started to use the website called Ashley Madison, which...
Alright, how much bigger of a piece of shit can we make him? Oh, not only is he fucking a pedophile and, police impersonator, but he's also cheating on his fucking wife. The one he got from fucking, Egypt. Because it's never enough for this guy.
Is a dating app for married people to cheat on their spouses. This is how they market themselves. Mr. DeWitt was unhappy with Mrs. DeWitt's performance in the bedroom, so he started to use this app to find other women and try and satisfy his insatiable lust for feminine attention. While using this app, he would meet a lady named Jennifer Burton.
Oh my god, Aunt Jemima. Okay, Jeremy hooked up with Aunt Jemima because he was looking for some good breakfast. Unbelievable.
This lady would come to turn his life upside down. Well, more upside down than it already was, I guess. This romantic love story starts off with the pair meeting for dinner, where Jeremy was meant to get a hotel room at the Hard Rock Cafe for the pair to express their love. But this hotel room turned out to be too expensive for him.
Oh my god, Jeremy was looking for a little bit of brown sugar, man. He wanted that brown sugar, but he couldn't afford the fucking hotel room at the Hard Rock Cafe.
So he took her to a much cheaper place called the Comfort Inn.
Oh my god. Yes, the Comfort Inn. It's not where you sleep. It's who you sleep with. Sleep with a... Very good. Very good.
In this date, Jeremy had pretended to be a policeman, as you would expect, flashing his badge and gun about to impress Jennifer, which worked as they did the dirty deed at the comfort.
That's got to be some kind of fucking, oh God. That's some deep psychological shit. Are you here to arrest me, Mr. Officer? I was gonna make you pancakes for breakfast. Oh my God.
In. Then the next day, Jeremy left, so Jennifer decided to Google the name Jeremy DeWitt and found out that he was a registered offender. It may have been better to do the Googling before you spent the night with a strange man at the Comfort Inn, but maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Jennifer was understandably upset about this discovery, so decided to do the only logical thing and went to the local police station and informed them that Jeremy was carrying a gun, pretending to be a policeman, having an affair with a man and smuggling guns to the United States from Egypt.
Damn. Jesus Christ. Okay, Aunt Jemima, you gonna lay it on, aren't you? Holy fucking shit. He's smuggling guns from Egypt. Holy shit. I mean, you're gonna get this man federal charges. You're gonna get this man fucking federal charges.
I have forgotten to say that Jennifer is more
like, they ain't lying when they say that there's no hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. This is fucking hell.
More out of her mind than Jeremy is, which is really saying something. As the story goes on, you'll see what I mean. So Jeremy can't own a gun due to his previous crimes, but does ride around with a pepperball gun that looks like a real gun. He takes this out with him on funeral patrol, along with handcuffs that he's not allowed to actually use and a radio that doesn't work. So the police were not bothered about Jeremy having an affair with a man or running guns from Egypt, but they did care about him using the website Ashley Madison, as he was on the sex offenders register, which meant that he had to report all of his internet accounts. But
that's gotta sting, buddy. Oh my God, you're under arrest for cheating, using a website, that you didn't let us know about. We needed to know that you were gonna have an affair, okay, before you had it. Otherwise, you better not sign up to any internet website.
Sadly, he didn't do this with the Ashley Madison account, so he was arrested and charged for failing to register his account. He was then bailed for this crime. Now, you may be thinking that this was the end of this brief love affair, the classic tale of a heated passion at the Comfort Inn, followed by the discovery that your partner is a convicted child admirer. So you go to the police to tell them that he is gay and running guns from Egypt. Then he is arrested for not registering his internet account. We've all been there, I'm sure, but no.
Oh my God. I believe all whammons. Okay, I'm gonna believe this whammons when she says he's gay and running fucking guns from Egypt. Okay? I'm gonna believe that whammons.
This love ran too deep to ever be stopped by such silly little details. So now things are going to start getting complicated. Jeremy was undeterred by his experiences with Jennifer and being arrested, so decided to go back on to Ashley Madison. This time I'm assuming that the police were informed. While using the site, he met a young lady named Jessica Bolden, and the pair started to have an affair. Now Jessica seems a lot less
Jesus Christ, man, he's really got a type, doesn't he?
intense than Jennifer, and this relationship seems to have gone reasonably well. Jeremy convinced her to become a business partner in Metro State, so that things could all go in her name, as he wanted to expand his business but was unable to do this as both him and his brother were registered sex offenders. For this reason, Jeremy couldn't add a fleet of ambulances to Metro State, but now that it was in Jessica's name, they started to get
always a smart decision, okay? And embroil your fucking mistresses into your business. Always a smart fucking decision. I'm sure it'll work out well for him.
Ambulances and updated the business name from Metro State to Metro State Emergency Services. One day the pair were in Tampa doing pretend emergency service things.
Get out of my hometown, you fucking pedophile.
When a customs officer saw Jeremy dressed up like a policeman, so reported this to the real police, who then started to question him.
By the way, I know that street. Okay, been down that street many times. That's where all the fucking, that's like down in Ybor City, where all the clubs and restaurants and fucking venues and shit are.
While questioning him, Jeremy claimed to be an ex-police officer and that he was in the army.
I served as a cop, and then I served for 12 years in the U.S. Army.
These claims would upset people that are actually in the army, and claims of stolen valor haunted him from this point forward.
So let's start stacking the fucking offenses, okay? We got impersonating a police officer, sleeping with a 15-year-old girl, What else we got? Fucking cheating on his wife, not registering the and violating his fucking uh sex offender registry requirements, and cheating on his wife a second time. This time, getting his mistress involved with the fucking business. And then on top of all that, we're gonna go with stolen valor. I mean, how much worse could this fucking guy get? Okay, how much worse could this fucking guy possibly get? We're not even halfway through this shit.
Soon a dedicated group of followers formed and called him out at every opportunity. Jeremy wasn't fazed by this though and doubled down on these claims. He says that he participated in the Second Battle of Fallujah, that he worked in special operations as some kind of black ops person, but he was also in the Army Rangers. He has served in pretty much every Middle Eastern country and that he used to disarm bombs.
You know how to do this stuff.
If you had paid the $13.40, you'd have disarmed the fucking bomb that blew up your fucking life, retard.
Dismantling bombs overseas.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Dismantling bombs? You never told me that. You said you were like special ops, but you never said you were like dismantling bombs. Okay, can I say something? I do want you to like stop pulling people over though. Yeah. What are you talking about? You just pulled somebody over like a week ago.
Damn, snitching on him on video. Holy shit, she's snitching on him on video. My God. My God. Only the most loyal women are found on Ashley Madison. You know, the cheating website. Only the most loyal of women.
Oh my God. I don't know. I just don't want you to like draw attention to yourself. It's your job.
I get phone calls all the time.
People call you?
Yeah.
What they say?
You did this, your officer did that, your officer did this, your officer did that.
Your officers don't pull people over, do they? Of course. Oh my God. I thought it was only you.
He has a lot of special operations and army memorabilia lying around his office at Metro State, which I would guess is in order to impress clients that come to visit him and give the impression that he is an ex-serviceman. Jeremy paints the picture that he is some kind of Rambo figure trying to escape his tortured past, and that after a parachuting accident he was forced to leave the army, so he turned to drink as a way to escape the pain. A Freedom of Information request was put in for his military record, which obviously came back to show that he was never a super army soldier. I say obviously, as at the time that he claims to have been fighting for freedom, he was actually in prison.
This is in response to your
He was fighting for his freedom from prison. Okay? I don't know what you mean.
request for military personnel files pertaining to Mr. Jeremy C. DeWitt. Your request was processed under the provisions of the Freedom of Information / Privacy Acts. And then we'll go down a little bit more. No records pertaining to Mr. Jeremy C. DeWitt were found.
Jeremy did much later admit that he was never in the army while being interviewed by the police.
Have you ever been in the military?
I have.
You were in what branch?
Army.
The Army. When were you in the Army?
I wasn't actually in the Army.
Beautiful. I love that. I love that. Oh my God. Were you in FAM? Yeah. What role did you serve in FAM? I wasn't actually in FAM.
I was actually certified and trained when I did private details.
No, what I'm asking you, have you ever been in
Never
the United
sworn
States
to the United
military?
States Army.
You were
However,
never
the
sworn
United
into
States
the
Army
military.
trained me, and then the details that I
Yeah,
do.
but that doesn't make you in the
You're right.
military.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the stolen valor side of things done. Now let's get back to his love life. Jennifer starts to show up again, asking him for money as she is now broke and about to be homeless. You see, she was living with her grandmother but tried to put her grandmother in a care home so that she could take the apartment that they were living in. This didn't...
Oh my God. Just only the greatest people. Only the best quality of people is what you're going to find on Ashley Madison, buddy. Okay, and now that you got this fucking psycho who makes up stories about you being gay and running fucking guns from Egypt, now that she's involved in your life, you're fucked. You're just fucked. Okay? Maybe you should have, I don't know, not stuck your dick in crazy. Maybe just not stick your dick in crazy, Jeremy. Okay? But I guess learning where and when to stick your dick is not one of your high quality skills.
work, and her grandmother asked her to leave the apartment. Also, her ex-boyfriend who worked in the apartment building had been arrested by the police due to Jennifer reporting him to the police for forcing himself upon her. She then vandalized his car with graphic words about how she wants his manhood in her one more time. So it's safe to say that she had burnt the bridges at her current location and was now looking for help from her one true love, I guess. She started to beg Jeremy for the use of his credit cards, which he didn't want to do, claiming that he was now poor due to him having to pay legal costs due to her reporting him to the police.
You wrote a statement lying, and I'm broke. I'll help you with what I have. Text me the address, the phone number to the hotel you're at, and I will get the cheapest room they have. I'm sorry that I have to be that way, but that's all I have.
So, are you coming by?
Oh my God. I'm at work. I can't right now. All I'm saying is we have to fix it. You need help. I'm willing to help you, but I need you to fix what you did. Because you've written a fake statement against me and you've changed my life. What are you talking about?
Jeremy, there was several moments where your life was changed, and it had nothing to do with this crazy bitch. Okay? Maybe the moment that changed your life was not paying for the gas. Maybe the moment that changed your life was sleeping with a 15-year-old girl. Maybe the moment that changed your life was fucking, getting involved with this crazy bitch. Okay? Maybe you've made a lot of bad decisions that have changed your life, and it's not quite her fault. Maybe you should take some responsibility for your own actions, retard.
Oh, you thought I was cheating on you with a man or something?
No.
So you...
No, I wasn't.
I thought you said I was sleeping with a guy or something he told you.
I didn't find that out until after the statement.
Right, but... Oh, you wrote the statement before then?
I think you were selfish.
How am I selfish? Because you're asking me for money and I can't give it to you?
Jeremy, I don't want to do this with you right now. I have nowhere to stay tomorrow.
Okay,
But stop being selfish for 5 seconds. Look, I thought when I saw we were like coming together, I thought it was gonna be something beautiful. And
We are, but you're.
Can I finish a sentence?
We are, but you literally just got done. You literally.
I thought it was gonna be something beautiful. I thought you were gonna protect me. I thought you were gonna love me, and you can't do it. You can't.
Because I have no money. Because I have no money because you wrote a fake statement, and now I had to pay for bond and a lawyer.
So how were you able to pay for our dinner last night?
I'm maxing out my credit cards.
Well, then can you do it one more time?
I'm confused.
I'm tired. I got like 2 hours of sleep last night.
And I'm sorry for that. And I want to help you. I have no money. You wrote a fake statement. You got me arrested. You got me arrested. Why are you? I'm here to help you. I can give you my office. That's the best I can do. If you need money.
Your credit card. I need you to use your credit card. I'm begging you to use your credit card. Jeremy, I just need you to use the credit card.
Oh my God. Come on, Jeremy. Use those credit cards, okay? Run yourself even further into fucking debt. Why not ruin your life just a little bit more? Or, you could just block this crazy bitch, okay? You could just you could just refuse to engage with her because she wrote a fucking statement saying that you were running guns from Egypt, carrying a firearm, and fucking sleeping with another man. Why are you still... Dude, the pussy couldn't have been that good, okay? She doesn't look like the pussy was... I mean, probably good, but not that good. It's not that good. It's not good enough to fucking ruin your life a little bit more. And not to mention, you got the other chick who's involved with your fucking business. What are you doing?
I will do anything that you want me to do. But not illegal.
No,
not group sex. Please, I'm begging you. What do you want from me? Do you want to with me? I don't know what you want.
No, I don't want anything. What I want is my freedom.
So Jennifer called him a lot. There are many call recordings of them on the internet, and Jeremy claims that she called him up to 10 times a day from different phone numbers. One of these times that she called, Jessica answered the phone, which upset Jennifer, as now she knew that Jeremy had another woman in his life. On a side note, he's still married as well. So Jennifer did what most well-adjusted women would do and called the police, claiming that Jessica was stalking her and trying to kill her by running her car off the road.
And I've been stalked. I'm on Paramore. Yeah, I'm being stalked.
Okay, thank you, Kenny. I'm sorry. Where are you at right now, ma'am?
On Gore and Paramore. I'm being stalked by...
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where's it at? Let's find it. Let's find it. Yes, right there. Okay. Oh, come on, just give me the damn picture. It's the same fucking smile. Okay, I'm sorry. It's the same fucking smile. Holy shit. What the fuck? Anyway.
A woman named Jessica Bolden, B-O-L-D-E-N, and another woman named Whitney Nichols.
Jessica soon had enough of all this drama and ended things with Jeremy, then filed to end Metro State Emergency Services. In order to get away from the situation, she claimed that her signature was used without her knowledge, and this was the last that we would hear from Jessica. Jeremy was now in a bit of a pickle, as he was not allowed to use the fleet of ambulances that he now had. So he started to try and sell them off, but as luck would have it, this was the time that his ambulance business started to take off, with him appearing on the WWE using the ambulances. So believe it or not, up until this point...
Oh my god, there he is. There he is. His cameo on WWE. Ah, you all must be disappointed.
Has been the rise of Jeremy DeWitt. These are the good times, but things would start to go downhill.
The good times! This is the good times, okay? Being on the sex offender registry, having false allegations about running guns and sleeping with men lodged against you by the woman you were cheating on your wife with. Having static between mistress number 1 and mistress number 2. These are the good times.
For him very soon. Jennifer kept reporting him to the police and asking him for money, and when he didn't give her any money, she would report him to the police again.
Police department, the line's recorded. This is Stacey. How can I help you? Hi. Yes. No, nothing happened. I'm in my apartment and I called my ex, which was a mistake. I called him because he has all these cases against him, and I felt bad, and I wanted to talk to him. And then I was talking to him, and he told me that he was recording the phone call, but he didn't tell me until the end of the conversation that he was recording me, and he's not supposed to do that, and he's gotten in trouble for recording people.
Okay, did you call earlier? Because I think I remember talking to you.
She does this a lot, so much in fact that the police started to pay attention to Jeremy DeWitt and Metro State, something that wouldn't work out very well for him. Jeremy was now firmly on the radar of the Florida Police Department, and from this point forward they'd be keeping
Firmly on the radar at this point? I'm pretty sure he's been on the radar for a while, brother.
a close eye on him and Metro State. Every move they made was being watched, scrutinised, the police just waiting for them to slip up so that they could pounce. This didn't take long, and in 2019 a police officer saw Jeremy driving dangerously while on funeral patrol, so decided to pull him over, which Mr. DeWitt was not very happy about.
It's on my motorcycle. Sorry, you want me to go back to my motorcycle? You want me to stand over here? Sorry. Motorcycle, I can't, because unless you're going to put one of your cruisers here and hold this funeral, I can't do that. You hear me? Sorry, I didn't piss me off. Sorry, I'm not trying to piss you off. Get your license. So you want to go? Okay. Get your license. All right. Sergeant, get your lieutenant, please.
There is no lieutenant. I'm in.
Then get a captain.
There is no captain. I'm
Then
in.
get somebody that outranks you, Sergeant.
Nobody
I have
outranks
the
me.
very valid rank.
Sergeant, get me your superior. I need to... What a fucking Karen. What a fucking Karen. I need to talk to your manager, Sergeant.
I can promise you, this isn't going to go the way you're planning.
Jeremy would now start to get arrested pretty regularly for things mostly relating to him pretending to be a police officer. The fact that he took out with him on patrol handcuffs, pepper ball guns, radios that didn't work, and had a badge that was modelled after the LAPD badge were all used for proof of this claim. The police were now pulling him and his team over all the time to disrupt the organisation, but Jeremy would also start to get help help from the sheriff's department, leading some to believe that he was being protected by someone higher up. I'll be honest, I have no idea how law enforcement works in Florida, but I'd guess that the police department and sheriff's department answer to different people. I've seen a lot of speculation that Jeremy has rich and powerful family members who are helping him, and that the only reason that he can afford this large fleet of vehicles is because these rich family members gave him the money. I'm not too sure if this is true or not.
He's got to be getting the money from somewhere. I have no idea where he has the money to buy all these fucking cars and all this other shit. Like, you know, like I can't imagine that any bank would be like, no, let me give you a business loan. This sounds like a fucking, you know, moneymaker in the moneymaker guaranteed.
What's the problem?
We're on a traffic stop. What do you need?
What's the reason?
I'm talking to him, not you. Go on.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be 10-12 then. Funeral escort. We're legally allowed.
It doesn't give
That
you
is where you are
authorization.
incorrect.
No, it does not give you authorization.
Go ahead
to
and get in
use
your
a
truck.
siren.
Go.
It gives you authorization.
We're not using a siren.
Purple and yellow lights.
We're not using a siren. She's using an air horn.
Evidence? You want me to take it out of your car as evidence?
Okay.
It is an air horn.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Not a problem, Sergeant. We'll see you in court. Have a good day. Ride safe, please. Never mind that they're doing their job the way they need to. Thank you, Lieutenant. Sorry for the inconvenience. Go, Jess. Go, Jess. Just go. Thank you, Sergeant. That's a little disrespectful. You have a nice day now. Anything else?
Go.
That was disrespectful of you.
Free to leave.
Thank you.
That's an air horn.
So now we introduce a new cast member, a man of unrelenting determination, unwavering focus, and a real dislike for Jeremy DeWitt, Sergeant Vidler. As far as I can...
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I've seen the you know, all the shit about the back and forth between these two. I kind of do feel like the fucking sergeant's he's got a hard on for this. He's got a hard on for Jeremy. Like, he's looking for reasons to lock this motherfucker up. I ain't gonna lie. You know, not that Jeremy's in the right, because he is breaking laws, but this particular officer he's looking for a reason to lock this guy up. All right.
He was tasked with taking down Jeremy and Metro State, a job that he took gleeful pleasure in completing. He has had many run-ins with Jeremy over the years, far too many for me to list in this video, but as we go on, most if not all of the police encounters with Jeremy involve Vidler. One time that he was arrested, they took his uniform, including the body cam that he wears. They watched the footage, only to find that Jeremy had recorded himself committing many crimes, so they charged him with all of these self-reported crimes on top of what he was already arrested for. Plus, he is still on bond for a long list of other crimes as well. He really likes breaking the law.
Dan, you're here for Mr. DeWitt.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here on behalf of Mr. DeWitt.
Okay, and Mike.
All of these cases flow from video that was taken from my client as a result of his arrest in Windermere. So in the event that law enforcement obtained these videos and is now going through systematically to find what else they can potentially charge my client with, what they're finding are those recordings. And
Isn't this a recorded phone conversation?
correct, but anytime it's a helmet cam and a body camera. So anytime it's running, if he makes a phone call, it's going to record it.
So I don't know whether, Mr. DeWitt, I wouldn't make any facial expressions or motions or anything. You have an attorney who's capable of arguing whatever they need to argue for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't fucking sit there and make faces while we're trying to, like, figure out whether you need to be arraigned or not, retard.
Okay.
I
don't feel like I know enough about what happened, but it's two sworn statements.
I understand
And then
that,
the
so-
judge who signed the capias. Mr. DeWitt, if you can't behave and conform,
I
then
can't, Your
we'll
Honor.
remove you,
No, Your
okay?
Honor. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So,
persons. The defendant is continuing to be a risk to the community. His business practice continues to be a risk to the community. The defendant is consistently picking up felony charges while out on bond. The defendant's bond should be revoked for those reasons.
But I'm not going to take any action today, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Now, once again, Jeremy skates.
All right.
While they were watching the video footage of these crimes, they asked Jeremy about these videos, to which he claims that it was not him in the videos found on his body cam, and that it was not even his voice in the videos.
What are you doing? What the f does it look like I'm doing?
That's not even my voice.
Before you find out. Stop defending Listen, I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. What you need to do is figure it out.
That's not me. That's not even my voice. Okay. Corporal, we're done. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Does anyone want to talk to me now?
This strange story was starting to get a little attention, and soon he appeared on the local news confirming that it was not him in these videos.
The fact that I'm not the one in the videos, I know it's not me, because I know exactly where I was.
Jeremy DeWitt talked exclusively with WESH 2 News after he was released from jail Saturday. DeWitt told us Saturday he was not working August 30th and wonders why officers with various agencies seem to be targeting him.
The fact that we were running our business for 10 years with no problems, and then all of a sudden now it keeps happening over and over, it's a little confusing.
The police were not only looking at Jeremy though, they were also after the employees at Metro State.
Look at the buddy squad here. Oh my God. Look at us. We're popping out of our shirts here, buddy. Okay, you don't want to mess with us. Metro State. All right. You'll catch a hard one. Okay, the boys will jump in. You'll be done.
So would start to pull them over pretty much every time they saw them, and soon his brother and a few other employees were arrested for pretending to be police officers. They now couldn't make a move without the police being on their case. Metro State were not allowed to use sirens on their vehicles, and you guessed it, they did this a lot.
I just can't stop breaking the law. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just can't stop breaking the law.
Some other things of note are that Jeremy once hit a car while driving on the wrong side of the road. One of his employees may have hit and killed a passerby while driving a company motorbike. This guy was also arrested for having a real handgun while on funeral patrol. 3 of his employees were arrested for extorting a local business while pretending to be police officers. Jeremy spells his name wrong on his uniform in what I guess is an attempt to hide his criminal past from any clients that may Google him. He calls himself by the nickname Motor 1. And he uses police and military codes when speaking to make himself sound cool, but this just confuses his employees.
1974 says we can do funeral escorts. So I'm just confused where the 50 is coming in.
Where the what's coming in?
1050 traffic stop.
The 1050.
First, I wanted to say thank you to my fans, to my little motors. Boy, you guys have been 10-8. You guys are awesome.
Oh my God, all his little motors in his YouTube channel, all of his subscribers are little motors. You're just little motors to Jeremy, okay? There for his amusement.
Sergeant Vidler was now pulling him over a lot, trying to make it very hard for Jeremy to run his business. Any little thing was more than enough reason for Vidler to have a little chat with Jeremy.
Jeremy, show me your state certification for your agency. What are you talking about? You tell everybody your state certified agency. We're a state license from the state of Florida. No, you don't. Yes. There's no state license. We're LLC in the state of Florida. That's not a state certified agency. Go ahead and sit in your vehicle. State law enforcement. 14 West Jackson Street. And there's more coming. And there's more coming. Walk away from your bike. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Go down to your knees. Do not reach for that firearm. Do not reach for that firearm. Go down to your knees. Go down to your stomach. Do not reach for that firearm. Go down to your stomach now. Do not reach for that firearm. Do not reach for that firearm. You're being secure because you're openly carrying a firearm. What? You're openly carrying a firearm. I'm carrying a pepper ball. You already know that. I do not know that. That is a firearm. That is a firearm right now.
You see what I mean? He's looking for any little thing. Oh, no, it's a firearm. Well, it's actually a pepper ball. But you know what? That's a firearm. You're getting arrested. Huh. Oh, Fairbanks Avenue. I remember that.
You know it's a pepper ball. It's a firearm. I do not know it's a pepper ball. That looks like a regular firearm. You're not getting a lieutenant. You're going to be quiet. You're going to be quiet. Why am I having you? Why is 970 not valid now? Why is Stephen Casey Miller's email not valid now? Why is that not valid now? I don't understand. It was Jeremy, listen to me. Jeremy, listen to me. You guys
It was soon discovered that Jeremy and his brother had insured the entire fleet of Metro State vehicles on their own personal insurance, instead of getting commercial insurance, so Vidler contacted the insurance company to inform them of this, and his policy was cancelled.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this man is petty. He is a petty, petty man. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get you canceled from your insurance, Jeremy. Huh? Fuck you. Alright? You see this, Nick? You see this, Nick? This is gonna be you. Alright? You're gonna get canceled by your insurance company.
This only caused more problems for Metro State as they now found it impossible to get commercial insurance, so started to ask the employees to get their own insurance for the vehicles. All this attention would start to gain more attention, and soon Jeremy's problems would get a lot worse. The goings-on in Florida soon caught the eye of a YouTube channel called Real World Police, who put in a Freedom of Information request asking for body cam footage, a request that the police seemed more than happy to comply with, as they ended up sending him a lot of footage involving Jeremy. So he got to work and started to make videos with this footage. The bizarre nature of the situation gained a lot of attention, plus Real World Police already had a well-established channel, so soon Jeremy DeWitt and the adventures of Metro State were a hot topic for people that like that kind of thing. There's a saying that there's no such thing as bad press, but this doesn't seem to be true in Jeremy's case. He was the punchline of the joke, which he didn't like, so in his infinite wisdom he decided that the best way to get away from all of this negative attention was to appear on the well-known TV show Dr. Phil. It's a bold
Only good things can come from appearing on Dr. Phil.
plan. Let's see how it works out for him. Jeremy was the one who contacted the Dr. Phil show in an attempt to prove that he was not a police impersonator and that he was being targeted by a corrupt police force who had a vendetta against him.
So I just got the call from Dr. Phil's staff. Very, very nice people. The ladies there for Dr. Phil are amazing. The fact that they're so...
Look at this fuckwit wearing a fucking mask inside the car. What a jabroni. What a fucking jabroni.
organized and put together, and they get things squared away for him is amazing. But anyways, so yeah, the show is going to be airing the 17th, and get this, the 18th as well. They have so much proof and they have so much information that I'm not impersonating, and there's a lot of corruption, that they've made it 2 episodes.
I won't show any clips from the show, as I know from past experience that Dr. Phil copyright strikes videos, but the filming went well for Jeremy and he seemed happy with the outcome. He even did a lie detector test, which he was very confident he would pass.
I know I passed, so that's all that fucking matters at the end of the day. All the haters that will talk, all the that they want to talk after they see Dr. Phil can suck and go themselves, but at the end of the day, I know for a fact I passed that flying colors, and there was no misunderstanding that I've never misrepresented myself as a law enforcement officer.
Sadly, when the show was aired, it turned out that it didn't go as well as he had first hoped. On the lie detector test, he was asked if he knowingly ever used Metro State to appear as law enforcement, if he has falsely presented himself to the public as law enforcement, and has he ever knowingly used authority exclusively given to law enforcement.
Well, what do you want to bet? What do you want to bet that he lied on all 3 questions? 3 questions, and he lied on each and every one of them. Let's put your bets in the fucking chat, I guess. Let's see what happened.
He answered no to all of these questions. As you can no doubt guess, Jeremy failed. To be classed as lying on the test, he would have to get a score of -3. Jeremy got a score of -37. Now, this was embarrassing for Jeremy, but in the grand scheme of things, no big deal. What was a big deal, though, is that he was arrested when he got home from filming the show. Due to him being a registered sex offender, he has to let the police know any time he leaves town for longer than 2 days, so that they can warn the police in whatever town he is going to.
Oh my god. So once again, not following the conditions of your sex offender status, get yourself arrested yet again.
5 days to film the show in LA, and Jeremy hadn't told the police, and now he was in trouble again. He was eventually released and continued on with his life on funeral patrol. Something that you may be asking is what happened to his wife? Well, it would seem that she knew that he was cheating on her and was fine with this as far as I can make out. There was one time that Jeremy went to hospital and was given some kind of painkiller.
I mean, to be fair, she is from Egypt. You know, that kind of thing is probably pretty normal in Egypt. The husband goes around sleeping with whoever the fuck he wants, and the wife isn't allowed to leave the fucking house without a male escort.
Drug. His wife was with him at the hospital, so decided to question him on whether he was cheating, to which he confirmed that he was.
When I got home, my wife was like, yeah, we need to go to the emergency room. And then when they put me under drugs, she started asking me questions. And of course, I told her the truth at that point. Yeah.
You mean you told the truth for the first time in your fucking life? Amazing. Amazing. Maybe what you need is more of those drugs. That way you'll stop lying to yourself about how you're not impersonating a police officer. Retard.
I'm telling you, my wife's fucking Taliban, man. She fucking told him to put the truth serum in, and she was like, tell me where the rebel bases are. Where's the money? Yeah. Where's the rebel bases?
She seems to have been okay with this situation, but sadly, from what I can tell, they did end up breaking up after Jeremy threw a phone at her head.
I mean, she's probably cool with it because, you know, she already got her green card, so she doesn't give a fuck.
For 3 years! I've been faithful for 3 years! Call the police, and I'll tell them how you threw it at me too! I'll tell them how you threw it at me too! And they'll take our dog!
Oh yeah, and his wife, she's a character too. You're gonna love this.
Away. They'll take our daughter away from us. I'll tell them how you did it too. If you call the police, Rania, if you call the police,
Oh my goodness, he is hurting me with the phone. It threw in my head. Sorry, by the way, sorry, Indian people, but I don't know what people from fucking Egypt sound like, so you're gonna have to take this one. He threw a phone in my head! I am going to die if he doesn't get arrested right now!
what are you doing?
And for the first time in this entire documentary, he actually sounds like the more reasonable person.
Rania, get in the house before they call the...
Never mind. He's back to the screaming and hollering.
Nothing wrong! I've done nothing wrong! I've done nothing wrong! I've done nothing wrong! I've done nothing wrong! You're leaving me and you're taking my daughter! I've done nothing wrong!
Oh my god, listen to it. You can put fucking dramatic music behind it. Hang on. Hang on. That'll work. Just gonna turn it down a little bit.
What are you doing? Ryan, get in the house before they call the... What do you mean? This is my life! This is my life! I'm gonna start telling everybody I'm over this! I've done nothing wrong! 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 Guys, no! Come on.
What's going on? What's going on?
She fell into Hey!
Who did?
Get back inside, my wife!
Jeremy DeWitt's life was now in free fall. His business was failing and his employees were leaving in droves. His home life had fallen apart. Jennifer was still calling the police on him, and he was the laughing stock of the internet. Channels started to pop up dedicated to logging the trials and tribulations of his life. Plus he had his own YouTube channel in which he tried to present himself as a respectable businessman. But this just made the whole thing worse for him. He was now a bit of an internet legend with people trolling him, but he didn't seem to quite get the joke and thought that these people were actually fans of his. People started...
Ah, that's the classic. That is the classic fucking sign of a lolcow. Someone who thinks that they're fucking their A-logs, their haters, their detractors, whatever you want to call them, are actually their fans.
Started to play a mod for GTA 5 where they played as Metro State.
Dude, this is amazing. We're actually doing pretty good blocking these intersections.
That is awesome. That by the way, that is fucking awesome. A mod for GTA to let you play as Metro State. Amazing.
We need more motors. We need more units.
We need way more motors. We need motor 17.
Oh, look at this Fudge Boy. Get out of the road, Fudge Boy.
I'm a state-approved agency.
Okay, I'm going ahead.
Okay, yep. Go, 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 go.
About the Grand Theft Auto, that's amazing. You guys, whoever wrote those programs for the vehicles, amazing. Good job. I don't understand quite how we're utilizing my name and company logo.
To make fun of you, retard. They were making fun of you. And you didn't even get it.
But hey, who cares, right? We went from motor escorts, nobody knows who I am, to video game, real Grand Theft Auto 5 online funeral escorts, to people actually putting Metro State on their own personal cars while getting gas and taking pictures. I don't even know what to say. Just like the whole vlogging thing. I don't even know what to say. I'm a nobody. I'm just a guy that came home, saw something, like I told you guys this morning, knew we could do it better and safer, and as you see, blood, sweat, and tears, doing the work myself, building it myself, and started a business.
Jeremy also mistook people following his channel to watch the car crash that was his life for real fans. He gave these followers a nickname, the Little Motors.
And we're going to work on getting you guys badges for those that want to join the team. I didn't even know you could
Anybody want to join the team of a fucking registered sex offender?
do this shit.
And serial philanderer?
But they're letting me know you guys can get like badges if you subscribe or join the team. We're going to
You
get
should just call them little degenerates.
your little motor badges so my little motors can keep up with us.
He also started to brag about all of the money that he was making and how much he spent on expensive clothes.
Within 2 months, 3 months, I spent probably more on my daughter than most will probably make in a year. I know that sounds arrogant. I don't have my wallet in front of me, but
Hold up. What is that you have there, Jeremy? What is that you have there, Jeremy? Are you fucking smoking drugs that are not legal on camera? Like a retard? Are you?
will probably make in a year. I know that sounds arrogant. I don't have my wallet in front of me, but I have over 37 credit cards. An American Express, Black, Platinum, Louis Vuitton.
How does this fucking guy get an American Express card? How does he get credit cards? How? Who gave him a credit card? Who thought that was a good idea? As somebody said, yeah, here at American Express, we like to give out credit cards to fucking convicted felons because that's always a good business strategy.
And the Birkin, and the Birkin, and the other Louis Vuitton, and let's see here, Michael Kors galore. It's ridiculous, and that one again, I can't remember the name of it.
So Jeremy claims to do about 2,000 funerals a year and has been doing this for about 11 years. He charges $160 per officer per funeral, and he pays the employee $50 per funeral. They have to pay for their own gas, insurance, and get no company benefits. So considering that he has multiple officers per funeral, he must be making some good money. Sadly, it seems that Jeremy is not good at saving this money though, as he asks his mum for money
in years. The last
Wait a minute, you just took $1,000 not a week ago.
Because of these.
You think I have in the bank?
Okay.
And sometimes he can't pay his employees, and even
Oh my god, mommy has to bail him. Mommy had to give him $1,000. I haven't asked for money in years. You just asked for $1,000 last week. What are you talking about?
and asks them to donate money to him.
And that's it. The only thing is honestly, I have no money, so payment's gonna have to wait this week. If you can't do that and you can't understand that, I understand.
I'll work 2 months for you.
Anyone that's willing to donate money right now, I'll
look, buddy, if you can't not only fucking work for free, but also donate money to me, okay, you don't have a place here at Metro State. Okay, here at Metro State, the employees pay us to work here. Okay, that's how we make our money.
I'll write you a loan and I'll borrow it and pay you back.
So one day, him and Jennifer were at the Metro State office when all of the cars got vandalised. The tyres were slashed and the words "Stolen Valor" spray painted all over them. This then caused the pair to start arguing, to which Jennifer tried to use one of the Metro State cars to leave. But Jeremy was unhappy with this, so he shut the door, which trapped Jennifer's foot. I'm sure you can guess what Jennifer did next. This was like a dream come true for her, as now she had something real to report to the police. Jeremy was arrested again and had all of his bonds revoked, so was stuck in jail. You may be asking why Jeremy still has anything to do with Jennifer, and sadly I have no idea.
No, my question is, how's this motherfucker not in prison already? How does he keep catching fucking charges and he's not in jail? How is he still out on the fucking public? Why does he continue to be released? This motherfucker gets a felony, and he gets released, and then he picks up another felony while he's out on bond for that first felony. And yet, he continues to be released. That's my question. Why do you keep letting this guy back out on the fucking streets?
She must be really good in bed is the only thing I can think of. And at this stage, I guess now she is all that he has left. While he was in jail, he put Jennifer in charge of the business. She was also living at the Metro State office, so it cut down on her commute times, I guess. Well, it turns out that Jennifer is not very good at running a complex business, and very quickly she ran Metro State into the ground. Strangely, all of the vehicles started to go missing. Jennifer claims that they were stolen but didn't file any police reports about these thefts, which, given her history for reporting everything to the police, seems strange, but I guess it's one of those mysteries that we'll never solve. Jeremy also gave her control over his YouTube channel, so she posted a video to claim that she was pregnant.
What?
And with Jeremy's baby, then started to badmouth Jeremy's family. Jeremy was finally released from jail, but ordered to wear an ankle monitor, obey a curfew so that he couldn't go out at night time, and ordered to close down Metro State. Jeremy then started to sell off everything to do with the business and kicked Jennifer out of the Metro State office, which she wasn't very happy about. Even though Jeremy was going through some hard times and being forced to sell his business, he made sure that he looked good doing it.
A little confused. Yes, I am going to have lunch, but I am going to do a business deal. This is a lunch. See, business people, when they sell a business, they have to do these things called business meetings.
Jeremy claims that he is being persecuted by the state, who are out to get him and make him close down his business, which seems to be true, to be fair. He was arrested again and claimed that the prosecutor retired due to the state office asking him to act illegally in trying to put Jeremy in prison.
Supposedly Stephen Casey Miller.
I don't think that the fucking prosecutor needs to do anything illegal to put you in prison. Okay, you're doing a pretty good job of that, as it seems, Jeremy. You're pretty good at putting yourself in prison. Okay, the prosecutor ain't got to do shit.
Stephen Casey Miller is retiring from the state attorney's office due to the fact that the state attorney's office asked him or requested him to continue his pursuit of me unethically and illegally, is the words that were used by Mr. Miller.
On November the 1st, 2024, Jeremy Charles DeWitt was convicted and sentenced to nearly 7 years in prison for failure to register a new motor vehicle as a past offender. The judge in the case decided to give him a long sentence due to his long habitual criminal history. To make matters worse, while he was in prison, he was sentenced to another 41 months for filing false tax returns in relation to Metro State. So it's
oh boy, so like let's see, he's got 7 years and then 41 months. That's like almost 4 years. Almost 4 years, like three years and 5 months, something like that. So, talking 10 years, 10 plus years.
It's safe to say that we won't be seeing Jeremy pretending to be a policeman for quite some time. The Jeremy DeWitt story sure is a strange one, with the main question in my mind being why? Why has any of this happened? It all seems so weird and pointless, really. Maybe money is the reason, but then I can't help but think that there are easier ways to make money that involve far less hassle and being arrested. So I can only really conclude that Jeremy loves the power that comes with a uniform, and that this is so consuming for him that he has dedicated his life to this desire. I'm not too sure what else.
Look at this. Look at this. Civil traffic infractions, criminal felonies.
To think about it, really. Some other things of note I don't really know where to put are that he claims to have a degree from the University of Florida, but they have absolutely no record of him. He has been arrested many more times than I have listed in this video, like the time that he was arrested for threatening an off-duty policeman with his pepperball gun, and I think that he is a Muslim.
God willing, this information is correct and true. Inshallah, inshallah, inshallah.
Oh my God. He's, he didn't marry a fucking Egyptian woman, so, something had to rub off.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Jeremy's claims that he is being persecuted by the state seem to have some credibility, as they have focused on him and Metro States quite a lot, and it does.
I know Octo's gonna have a fucking field day with that one. I hope you clip that, Octo. Here, let me go back so you got a clear one. So I don't want to interrupt him when he's saying his prayers, okay?
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Jeremy's claims that he is being persecuted.
There you go, Octo. That was just for you.
By the state seem to have some credibility, as they have focused on him and Metro States quite a lot, and it does raise a pretty interesting question on whether we should be focusing on the letter of the law or the spirit of the law. Jeremy uses the letter of the law to try and sidestep what is morally correct, whereas Sergeant Vidler used the spirit of the law to bring him down. Dressing up very close to a police officer but just having it say Metro State on your badge is clearly you trying to impersonate a police officer. He knows it, we know it, everybody knows it, but the letter of the law does not state it, therefore it is legal. If he was acting in good faith with the spirit of the law, this wouldn't even be a question, as you wouldn't look anything like a police officer. So it's hard to have any sympathy for Jeremy, even if he is being persecuted by the state. Plus he's a pedo, so I won't be losing any sleep over his case. I do like to imagine that Jeremy is currently pretending to be a prison guard, bossing all the other inmates about while wearing some makeshift tatty uniform, but sadly I doubt that's the case. Let's hope that Jeremy grows out of his fantasies of being a policeman by the time that he gets out of prison, and that Jennifer has now stopped reporting him to the police. Watch this video about Mrs. Noisy, the Japanese
Oh my God. Yeah, that's another good one. The Japanese neighbor from hell. Oh, Great video. Check it out. Again, that YouTube channel, interesting stuff from around the world. But for the time being, I'm going to call it there. Enjoy your day. Have a good one.